Hey guys, welcome to Mike B's Fun and Game Time. Here we're going to talk about our Hot Streets Roulette strategy, and I hope you enjoy the videos. So let's watch. Okay, guys, so we are going to try to um, do our Hot Wheels strategy again. We actually got our free drop from Bet Online for the week. We got a $30 53-cent bonus. So we are actually going to play this and try to see if we can take $30 and, let's set a goal of maybe, what do we want to set a goal? Maybe $10. See if we can get to 40. Let's see how we can do on this side. I know we didn't do that great on the other, but it was kind of funny. After I stopped the recording and I stayed for a little bit to watch the other numbers that came up, and I was putting them into my program, and we started hitting, and I actually jumped back in with the $2 that I had and wound up finishing $2.40. I ended up 40 cents ahead from what I started. So we're gonna come over here, excuse me, and see if we can do anything um, over here with the bonus we got. Now the history of numbers that BetOnline shows isn't as exhausted as the isn't as many as the other site, the stake. So I usually like to wait till I get to about maybe 20 numbers, 18 to 20 numbers before I start playing, so that we can get some kind of baseline of what had been the hot streets that have come up. And that might have been part of the issue that happened in a previous video back on stake, is that I jumped in too early. I needed a little bit more history in the program to just to to make it worth the while and make it more accurate on the predictions. So I'm gonna wait. I think right now I have 3, 6, 9, 12. I have 14 numbers in right now. We're gonna wait for a little bit. We might get kicked out of the site. We'll just jump back in if that happens. So yeah, let's see what goes on here. You see right there, the 29 came out again. That would have been another nice. That might have been a good hit. We don't know. We've got about 15 numbers in right now, so we're gonna keep on going. So let's see what we can come up with here. Yeah, I figured that we were gonna get bumped out. Let's go back in. We might get bumped out again in between times that we're waiting, but we'll see. I'd like to pull this out a little bit so that we can see more winning numbers here than what we had. Pardon me. All right, 15. That doesn't look like that would have been in any of the streets that have come out recently. So I think, yeah, we need a little bit more history before we can actually dive in here to the deep end and start betting. Yeah, we have 16 numbers right now, so we're just gonna wait for a couple of more, and then we're gonna jump in. Now on this site, the minimum bet I believe is 50 cents, if I'm correct. So we're gonna be doing a little bit higher stake, but we are starting with $30 here, not 6, and playing there with the 10 cents. We're gonna be starting with $2 total bet. And work our way up, and hopefully not have to go too far up in the progression like we kind of got killed early on the other system. On the other side, we got a little bit killed there, but that's okay. It happens. And what did I lose? $4, and it was $4 free dollars that was given on the site for free. So we'll try again. Like I say, in 2 days we'll have $4 again, and we can try it again. Oh well, we got the free cashier again, $30 on the weekly bonus. Might as well see if we can, grow it a little bit. I had played this system, this Hot Wheel system that I call Hot Wheel system that I like, and I played it. Yeah, I played it for a while. And let's see here. Okay, so yeah, sorry guys, you saw that I was you heard in the background my phone ring, so I actually took a call while I was playing. So apologize here. I'm going to do a little voiceover as we watch the action. So like I was saying, I've played the Hot Streets before and had success with it. And it's only been about, I think, out of 32 sessions where I played it, there was only maybe, I'm going to say 4 or 5 sessions that I did not profit in. So I think, it's a pretty good strategy, and it seems to, not do too bad. I have tried it to where you play the 4 most recent streets. And while that has done well in some sessions, there was a lot more sessions where it did not make profit. So just playing the last 4 streets, there were a couple of sessions where it actually did better than the Hot Wheels strategy of playing the hottest 4 streets. But it was more prone to fail. And any of those kind of follow the color, follow the dozen kind of strategies seem to, over time, not do as well. So anyway, we are going to, I think we're still waiting here for the number of spins to hit 19 or 20 spins so that we can start playing, so we have enough spins in the program so that we can figure out the best hot streets to play. Like I said, the thing I like about this strategy the most is that you're winning more than your bet amount on every bet, and you're still betting the streets, and you're still getting paid pretty well at 12 to 1, or in this case, because we're playing 4 streets, where basically it's ending as 3 to 1 that we're getting paid, which is not bad, because even I guess it's similar to dozens, right? It's similar to playing a dozen, because you're tripling your money, doubling plus your bet back. But in this case, you're getting your 4 bets back plus 8 units if you hit it on the first progression. Second progression, you're only getting 4 units. Third progression, you're getting 8. The fourth progression, you're breaking even. And on the 5th progression, you would be getting 8. And then on the 6th, and I believe the 7th and the 8th progression, you're also getting 8 units back. I think towards the end, you may only get maybe 6 or 4. I kind of forget. I would have to pull up the chart. I can probably pull that up and at some time do a presentation on that. I think we're getting close to starting to bet here. And I think when we come out the gate, when we do start betting, I believe the 4th Street, 19, 28, and 31 Street are actually going to be the street that is the that are the hot streets that we're about to play. I think it's after this spin. If not, it may be a spin after this. But yeah, like I was saying before, it was kind of funny that after I stopped the last recording, that I will also post, the numbers started hitting, the hot numbers started hitting, so then I jumped back in. I actually had it up to $4 out of starting with just the 2, but then I continued to play, and I actually messed up one of the bets when I was placing the bets out there, and that kind of threw me off, because at one point, and that's one thing I have to pay close attention to in the application, is when when the streets change, I have to pay close attention to that. And then sometimes the inevitable happens. Like, it'll tell you to change the streets, and of course, the one street you change comes up. And I guess that happens in all strategies. It seems like, oh yeah, I just got off that street, and of course it's going to hit. But then I think it later, I regained after that. But then I took a couple of more losses, but then just stopped at the 40-cent profit mark. I was done playing at that point, because I actually got the email that said, "Hey, you got weekly bonus on Bet Online here." I was like, "Oh, let me see how much," and I saw it was $30. I'm like, "Okay, maybe we can turn that into something." So let's try to see if we can get a $10 profit out of it. I think we're close, if not pretty darn soon, that we are going to start betting. And I apologize that I had to take that phone call in the middle of playing, and all the audio there was me on the phone, so I kind of was still playing, but then also stripped it out after recording, and then I'm doing this voiceover right now, so that you're not just watching dead silence for, I think it was probably close to 10 or 15 minutes that I was on the call. Yeah, it looks like it was about 17 minutes I was on that call. So yeah, I didn't want you having 17 minutes of dead air and me not explaining what I was doing when we were playing. And I'm not going to have any spoiler alerts. We're going to watch this, and I'm going to go through as if I was playing, so that you can so you'll experience it just as if I was playing. The audio was during the time we were playing. So I think it's going to be probably after this spin that we do jump in and start playing. I think when I was on the phone and I was entering the numbers, I actually saw that I would have been winning had I been playing, possibly. I can't recall, but that's when I started jumping in and making some bets, which should be pretty soon, I'm hoping here. Yeah, I think it's going to be after this spin. I'm hoping. I don't think I was on the phone that long before I started playing, but who knows? Time flies when you are just chatting away. Okay, yeah, looks like I'm starting to bet here. Okay, so it's 7. Okay, sorry, it was the 7 and the 19, 28, and 31. And you can see I was trying to bet at the same time on the phone, and I kind of misplaced the one bet there. And I was like, heck with it. And then I actually got booted out. That's right, I actually got booted out. So it didn't even matter. And I think we actually saved money, because the number that came up, I think, was like a 2 or something, and it wasn't on the street that we were playing. So and I had messed up the bet anyway, so it actually, I think, saved us money, which was really good. It was a good mistake right there. Let's see if my memory is serving me correctly, or am I not remembering? No, okay, it was a 20, so actually we would have won. Bummer. Yeah, we actually would have won that one. But mistakes happen, things happen, and you gotta brush it off. You just gotta go in and continue to play. And I think, yeah, I'm trying to talk and bet at the same time. I think I accidentally clicked an extra unit there, and I was able to get it reset. So these are the 4 streets that the program highlighted as the ones we should play, and let's see what happens here. So we have a $2 bet. We're doing 50 cents on each street. If we win, we're going to get paid back. Oh, wait a minute. I think I was saying that incorrectly. I was saying that we would win 8 units, but because I'm only playing 50 cents, it's 4 units. So it's 4 units if we hit on this time. Or no, it's still 8. Never mind. It's 8. It's only $4. I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, it's still 8 units. It is 8 units we're winning. It's $4 that we would be ahead right there had we won. Now here we're just repeating the bet. So we're now $4 in. If we hit on any of these streets, we're going to get paid $6, which will give us a $2 profit for this round here that we're betting, for this progression round that we're betting. So that's what we're doing here, and let's see what comes up. Now, if we lose here, we will double the bet. So we were going to bet and double, and that's the progression that we will do. So again, this is a $2 bet. We're going to, we are in $4 right now on this betting progression. And we, as you can see, we hit the 9, so we got $6. So we are now $2 ahead for the session. And now we're going to just go back. And if we were up higher, we would reset back down to the 1 unit of 50 cents. But we were at the same unit because our progression only got to the second phase. So we are still betting the same 4 streets here. I believe when I was looking at the stats at the point we were playing here, I think we were about, I think it was 50 or over 50% of the winning numbers that have come out up to this point were from these 4 streets. So it's kind of a nice way to kind of pick which streets to play, because you are playing streets that are coming up close to 50% of the time. All right, so we lost this one. It landed on 15, so we're just going to rebet the same exact streets at this point. And so now if we win here, yes, we only win, we're only netting 4 units or $2 profit, but it's still a profit. And we're not having to, you know, if we were playing 10 streets, or, you know, 5 double streets, or if we were playing, you know, a 9 street system and we had lost, we would have had to triple up, and we would have been down and only gaining 3 units per hit, and we would need to win 3 times to regain that. So it's kind of like this better in that when you do win, you're able to regain pretty easily your losses. Okay, so we lost here again. So I believe it changed the streets. Yes, it said go to the 4, the 7, the 13, and the 22. And I may have misclicked on this one. It may have been still 19. I can't recall. Might have been a mistake at that point, but yeah, it was, and I cleared it off. I realized because my program is showing me the hottest 4, and it's also showing the last 4, and my eyes, because I was on the phone, my eyes drifted, and it and I saw the wrong one. I was putting bets based on the last 4 streets it had, not the hottest streets. And I believe we lose here. I believe it didn't matter. I think it was another street that actually came up that we weren't playing at all. Let's see. I'm trying to remember what it was. And this, actually, yeah, what was that, 25? And that wasn't one we were playing. So, yeah, so now we're going to get the bet in right. And on this progression, we are doing the correct streets, and we are doing that here. All right, and we're sticking at the 2 times our unit, and if we win here, we're going to break even, because we would have at winning at $1 would bring in $12, and so far we bet $2 on the first progression, another $2 on the second, so that's 4. Then we bet $4 on the third progression, which was 8, and then another 4 here, which is 12. So if we hit here, we're basically going to break even because we're getting our money back. But I kind of like this better than doing the Fibonacci, because it would have taken it up a level. By this point, we would be betting, I think, 5 units at this point, or maybe even 3, I guess 3. And then we would have went to 5 here. but we're only going to 4 now here. We're going to double. We're placing the bets and doubling now on this 5th progression. So if we win here, we're going to win back $2. And what are we going to win? $2.40. Or actually 24. Sorry, there's a dollar. So I'm thinking back on the other video I was doing 10 cents. So we'll win 24 here. And what we've bet is $8. So we will win our $4 or 8 units that we originally were trying to win back at the 50 cent mark. So we have bet $20 so far. If we win, we're going to win 24, which will be 8 units back and a $4 profit overall. And here you see we actually hit the 19 and we won. So now we're going to reset back to the 50 cent mark here, and I think we're setting these up here. So as you see, we won. We're $4 net profit for that progression round, and now we're going to reset back to the 50 cents on each, and when we win 8 units, which is nice. So I'm curious, let me know what you think of this betting strategy in the comments below. Like I said, I like it because you don't have to go so far up in the progression, and you're kind of basing your bet on the hottest street. And as you can see, we won again back to back on 19, and they do that a lot. It seems like you get a lot of back to back numbers on the hot streets. And you can see here we picked up another $4 profit pretty easily. So yeah, that is that's pretty good on what we did there. And I think at this point we might I think we're at a $40 we're at 40, so we kind of just stop right there. So yeah, very good. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I had a phone call come in, and I put you guys on mute while I was playing at the same time, and you can see how the system actually worked pretty well. So yeah, we were able to get $10 pretty fast, and within several spins. I mean, that's how I was hoping to show you in the previous video. So yeah, it worked pretty well. I'm gonna stop right here, take the $10 win, and we will try again tomorrow. We'll see if we can make another $10 real quick. Have a good night, guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Thanks. Sorry about the muting there and not being air. If I can edit the video, I might add some commentary over top to clear the dead space there. Anyway, take care, guys. Bye.